My name is Brian McGrain. I'm the Director of Economic Development and Planning for the City of Lansing. One of the divisions in Economic Development and Planning is our Parking Services Office. We've been here today talking about our Extreme Parking Makeover. This has been important because for the last year we've been investing quite a bit of money in our parking system. We really wanted to bring things into the 21st century. We had outdated machinery, outdated meters, outdated systems that we were using. Really everything was reaching the end of its life. So it's been important to Mayor Shore and to our department to invest money into these assets, putting money into the physical structures, but again also debuting some things that I think people in the 21st century are interested in seeing when it comes to parking. So debuting some new equipment that can take better care of our payments, and also that connects to an application, an app that's phone-based, so people can have the opportunity to pay using their credit card directly from their phone. This will be great. Again, having new equipment, having new systems, having modern systems in place is going to be fantastic, not just for the Parking Services Office here at the city and our city staff, but really for the residents and for our visitors and guests that want to come to the city and have convenient parking options. Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to see you here on this Thursday morning as we talk about our Extreme Parking Makeover. My name is Brian McGrain. I'm the Director of Economic Development and Planning for the city. Can't tell you how excited we are to be here. And certainly, first and foremost, I do want to give a shout out to our Parking Services Manager, Chad Gamble, and his awesome team. You're going to see them all around town today wearing bright yellow shirts. And I see today we've even got a couple of extra members of the family, so very excited. Everyone here is super excited to talk about really all the big changes that we have going on downtown with parking. So without further ado, though, let me please bring up Mayor Andy Shore. Andy's going to give you a couple of remarks and then turn things back to me. Andy, would you please join us on stage?
Yes, I will. Well, thank you all for being here. I think there's a whole lot of people who are going to be watching the news tonight to hear about this and reading the paper tomorrow. I think since I first started, one of the bigger questions I've got is, when are we going to have a parking app? When are we going to be able to not use those old keys and the meters, and my key is broken? So we've been working on this for a while now. It's not, like everything else in government, the devil's in the details, and things aren't easy. But in my State of the City in January, I announced that we were moving to 21st century technology. We were going to move to a parking app, have a way for people to very easily come downtown and shop and have meetings and park. We're doing a lot to re-energize our downtown. Kathleen Edgerly is here with our DLI, Downtown Lansing, and there's going to be a lot going on. And this is an important piece of it. But it's not just downtown. This is going to be throughout the city. Everywhere we've got parking, we are moving to a new system that is going to be easier for our residents and for our visitors. We sent a big email out to a variety of people, and I'm getting like random texts from people telling me how exciting this is and how awesome this is and how great this is. This is actually generating a lot of energy. So what do we have? We have the new Passport parking app system. So we are making a pretty big change right here. We're going from the old meters, and in this area here, these flag areas per spot, we're moving to a zoned system where people can take out their phone. Let me grab my phone. Take out their phone. And Brian's going to go through this with you. They can take out their phone. They can download the Passport parking app onto their phone. They can pull into one of the spots. You put your license plate into the phone. It remembers it, and then you just plug in the zone. So on the side of the machines here and on the signs, it says what the zone is. You plug in the zone. You plug in how long you want to park there, and then you go do your thing. You go, get a sandwich. You go buy a suit at Kazachek's. You go have a meeting. And then as your time's about to run out, your phone tells you, hey, your time's going to run out. You don't want to get a ticket. So you can put more money on through your app. You don't have to leave your lunch. You don't have to take off the suit that you're trying on and run out to feed the meter. This is a convenience, and it's exciting. And it's going to boost our downtown. It's going to boost areas. We have meters in Old Town and all around the city. And it's going to make life easier to shop, to work, to live, and to play here in the city of Lansing. So I didn't actually use the talking points. I apologize. But we're really excited. And our staff has been so incredible. Our staff has been great. It's not just this app technology. We have new technology coming into the parking garages. We are going to be a lot more friendly for parking. And as it turns out, my wife was the first person to go in and be able to test it, and our staff didn't know that. Chad Gamble, who's our parking manager, was so excited and was showing the first person to come into the office, and it happened to be my wife, and he didn't even know that. So I got a text from my wife telling me what a great job as a mystery shopper our parking staff is doing. So you all are doing a wonderful job. Brian's doing a great job. And this is part of the excitement that is Lansing. So Lansing's time is now, and now it's going to be easier to park and to do business and to do things here in the downtown and throughout the city. So thank you to the staff. Thank you to Brian. You are working really hard, and we all appreciate it. And let's be excited, and let's show off our new system. So thank you all for being here. Brian, I'm going to turn it back over to you to show how it works.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. And I love that your wife was our first mystery shopper. I think our second one was probably Councilman Spatafor. I think he might have been the first user. So, Councilman, I appreciate you being here, too, today. Yeah, so as you can tell, the mayor is very excited. He didn't even use his talking points. This has been something very important to him and all of us to make these big changes downtown. So I'm going to walk us just briefly through a couple things. Actually, one, I wanted to touch on a lot of the extreme parking makeover pieces. You will not only notice the new machines downtown, but you'll notice in a lot of our ramps and some new equipment going in as well. So this really is an entire system makeover, not just the app, the new machines, the new gating technology. You'll be seeing things all across town. So let me again, one more time, tell our staff what a wonderful job they've been doing. This has been a giant lift, and I know, Chad, you're going to thank them as well sufficiently, probably quite a bit, because I know, again, this has been a giant lift. So let me just quickly turn to these boards over here, and thank you to our staff for assisting with this. It's kind of funny that the 40-something guy is being asked to talk about the new technology, but I'll tell you, it's so easy that even I've figured it out, and it's on my phone too. So let me draw our attention over here to these boards. One, if you're interested in using the app for your parking experience downtown, all you have to do is go online and download it from the App Store on your device. The icon looks just like that one on the top right. That's the one that I was able to use for my iPhone. Download it, create an account. It's super easy. I did it, I think, in less than a minute or two. Two, when you come downtown, the mayor referenced parking zones. You'll see these parking zone signs, not just on the equipment, but also up on some of the light posts around as well. That will tell you what zone you're in. Three, you'll pay from your smartphone. Once you've done it once, your card gets saved in there. You'll punch in the area, you'll pay. It's super easy. Don't have a smartphone? No problem. We still do have these style machines, which do take coin and credit cards downtown. So really, our job here is to make parking super easy for those who are wanting to come downtown. So again, one, download it. Two, you'll find your zone. Three, pay from your smartphone. And of course, four, you can find these machines downtown. Thank you, guys. We appreciate this. Without further ado, let me turn things over to Chad Gamble, who I think is going to give us some even more exciting and fascinating details. Chad, come on up.
Thank you very much, Director McGrain, Mayor Shore, Deputy Mayor Harkins, Councilmember Spatafor. Appreciate all of you guys being here, as well as your continued support for our 5-year, $12 million extreme makeover of the parking system. Henry Ford once said that coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. We have been blessed by so many of our staff stepping forward to work harder, faster, and smarter during the past 2 years to build up to this moment. I would like to take a moment, as Director McGrain said, to thank our wonderful, awesome Parking Extreme team. First, several staff could not be here today because they're working hard on the streets. First and foremost, the operations and maintenance team, led by Jeremiah Kilgore and Nate Arnold, Dave Palmer, Aaron Barnes, and Angela Shuck, and the rest of the UAW surface crew members for assisting in hanging the over 450 passport signs that you will eventually see up and around the city. Senior Maintenance Tech Anthony Smith, I know he's here somewhere hiding in back, as well as his dual quarterback, Ted Minix, who could not be here today. They were instrumental in coordinating and working with separating the signs, deploying them, and really handling a lot of the field implementation. So, Anthony, thank you very much, sir. Ann Garza, our permits coordinator. I have driven her absolutely bonkers by my last 2 years here in changing a lot of the things that I've done, and she's really hung in there and being a great team captain inside the office and working with many changes, so thank you, Ann. The rest of the parking team members, the enforcement people who were up here, they have a very difficult job, and they have been true team members in really addressing all the changes that are coming their way. I also want to mention Edge Partnerships, especially Lori Richard, my corn dog co-captain, and the gifted graphic guru, Aaron Pumphrey, who has really assisted in all of the graphics that you see around town that has assisted us in marketing the Parking Services Office. I also want to pay special tribute and thanks to our Passport mascot, Kona, who has joined us in the audience. So thank you, Kona, for joining us. There's a sign that, or a term we use in the office, teamwork makes the dream work. And speaking of dreams, I would like to call Tracy, Shell, and Susan Wyatt to join me up here. Yes, that's you too. Susan is the Senior Office and Enforcement Supervisor, and Tracy Shell is the Field Operations Supervisor for the Parking Services Office. Both of them have been working well over 17 years for the Parking Services Office. They've held together through duct tape and ball bearings the office through very challenging times. And I know that this day represents in large part the fruition of many of their parking dreams. So I do want to thank them in particular for all of their hard work and their dedication. Many people out there don't see the hard work of city employees behind the scenes, and certainly their performance and demonstration of working for the public is exemplary. So I'd like to give them and the rest of the Extreme team a round of applause. Thank you. The city's Parking Services Office under Mayor Shore's leadership is enhancing three major areas of parking. The convenience of parking with the installation of 136 pay stations and subsequent removal of the 50-plus-year-old meter heads and posts, thus clearing up the sidewalks and parkways, as well as alleviating the slalom course for people trying to clear the snow during winter operations. The implementation of the new passport application, as Director McGrain detailed earlier. Number two, the structural, aesthetic, and customer service and security upgrades to all of our parking assets. That being demonstrated by the extreme makeover of our 3 parking ramps and other structural and enhancements to our 17 surface lots. Number 3, support and sustaining of economic growth of the businesses to which our Parking Services Office serves. We hope that due to the first and second points that these improvements will help to increase the parkability of Lansing, as Mayor Shore indicated, and more to the already dozens of reasons why Lansing is a great place to grow up, work, and play, just like I have over the past 50 years. It also avails us the opportunity to educate customers, just like I did this morning to a very nice woman, speaking to her about how technology will help better serve and monitor parking time limits in the downtown area. This is to assure that appropriate turnover for the retail businesses are had, and at the same time allow people to shop and grab a bite to eat. We are all proud of the extreme makeover that we are delivering to you. This does not come all at once and without a little dust and delay. I do want to also thank our customers with all the patience that they have shown while we kick the dust off our ramps and increase the offerings that we have to increase their parking experience. So to them, I offer a humble and heartfelt thank you. Stay tuned for more extreme improvements, as the Parking Services Office has much more to come. So with that, I believe it concludes our press conference, and staff is available for one-on-ones. Thank you very much for coming.
We're joining over 700 people nationwide in availing our customers to utilize an app on their phone to pay by plate for their parking experience downtown. We're so excited to offer these new changes for the city of Lansing. And if you want more information about the Parking on Pay Station or the Passport app, please visit our website at the City of Lansing website at www.lansingmi.gov.
Come in, you park, you throw the zone number into the app, You go into your meeting, you go have lunch or whatever it is. If you didn't put enough time on, you can add time to it. It's just a lot easier than having to run out and throw change in the meters and use the old parking keys that sometimes worked and sometimes didn't. It's using technology to make life a lot easier to park in our downtown and really throughout the city wherever we have meters or wherever we have paid parking. There'll be less parking tickets because people now have a lot more ability to feed the meter and to be able to do their business and to eat and do whatever they're going to do without the meter running out and people getting parking tickets. So it'll make my life easier, but it'll make really the customers and the citizens and the visitors' lives easier because they're not going to have to worry about running out to feed the meter or missing it by 5 minutes. They now have it at their fingertips. There'll still be parking tickets and people will still leave their cars in there past time, and but now you don't have to take a risk. You don't have to say, oh, I got 5 more minutes to pay the check, and then realize, shoot, in that 5 minutes I got a parking ticket. So this is going to make life a lot easier. I mean, it really will.